No way, shape, or form that your relationship with the Lord should feel like it's forced. No way, shape, or form that your relationship with the Lord should feel like that there is this this type of like you've been forced into something with the Lord and that you are in bondage. That's not the way it should feel. Okay. With the Lord, you should feel free. You should feel free. You should not feel like that you are in bondage, that you are in chains. And if I hear someone speaking like that, a lot of times that signify to me, one, is that a lot of times it's under bounds of religion. And now when you are in religion, that literally forces you to be under all these type of guidelines, not by God rule, but it's under man-made rules. So it's like you have to be under all these type of things. You got to do this, you got to do that, and then you are under all these rituals and all these type of things they want you to do. And so when you don't feel like you are meeting those type of expectations, or these people feel like you don't meet them, that's why you feel like you are like you're not meeting up to the standards, not only of people, but of the Lord. And it will feel like you are bound. It is constricting you like everything or whatever. That right there says a lot. And that's why you have to formulate a relationship with the Lord on your own and not by religious standards. You have to formulate a relationship with the Lord on your own and develop a relationship with Him, because you should not feel bound. The Lord sets you free. He liberates you. He looses you from things of the world. The world literally makes you feel that way. And if that is the opposite, there is something wrong. And it is not the Lord, but it is something wrong around you in the way how you are receiving information, or what's being taught to you and what you are receiving, because you should not feel bound by the Lord. You will feel free. He frees you. The truth will set you free. Now, when people are limiting you and placing these chains upon you, yes, you will feel like the ways of the world. You will feel. Now, a lot of people in the world do not feel bound, okay? Because they can't feel, because it's spiritual, So, but a lot of people in the world will feel free. But when you come to Christ, you will soon realize that you are underneath bondage as well. And so God will lift that off you. And you will again realize that you are no longer a slave, that you are free. So with that being said, a lot of people don't know that. Majority of people honestly don't know that spiritually bound. And so God, the Lord will lift that off you. He will lift these things off you. And so, but if you feel any way, shape, or form that with the Lord, that you are being constricted, that you are being oppressed, that is not the Lord. I'm telling you that is not the Lord, because you will not, with the Lord, a true relationship with the Lord. Not saying that you don't have one. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there is something going on, and you need to reevaluate that. You need to reevaluate what's going on in your life, how you're receiving everything, what you're being taught. You see what I'm saying? Because it could be very well who's teaching you, who are you listening to, and all these things. And I advise you to seek God yourself. And if you are a person who like to seek counsel, make sure they actually know who God is for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And so that's all I'm saying, is that you have to be careful who you listen to, because there are many people who have been teaching amongst generations who do not know who don't know who the Lord is, period. They don't know who He is. So they've been actually oppressing people. And these are people in churches. They have literally been putting the chains on people instead of breaking them free, setting the captives free. They have literally been keeping them in chains and keeping them bound, whether they knew it or not. And some actually knew what they were doing, and some others don't. They simply, it's out of ignorance, but they don't know. And so that's the thing. So you have to be careful.